500 years before the birth of Jesus, a prince was born in the Terai region of India and Nepal, who achieved nirvana after a long and difficult journey. This prince was none other than Gautama Buddha. According to researchers, Prince Siddhartha was born in a Hindu royal family to King Suddhodana in Kapilavastu, which is now not in India, but in Nepal. Some say that he was born in Lumbini in Nepal itself. It's complicated. But the sun rises from anywhere, and the light spreads everywhere. The stories tell that before the birth of Buddha, Queen Maya had a dream, in which a white elephant came and gave her a lotus, and after circling her 3 times, entered her womb. To explain the meaning of this dream, the king summoned 64 Brahmins who predicted that the queen would soon become a mother, and the child to be born would conquer the whole world if he stayed at home, and if he went out, he would renounce himself and become enlightened. True enough, a few months after the dream, Maya gave birth to Buddha. It is said that 7 days later the queen died. King Suddhodana never let the prince realize this sorrow. They gave Siddhartha all the happiness and love in the world. They wanted Siddhartha to become a great king, not a spiritual guru, so they disconnected him from the difficult reality of the world. Orders were given that there should be no public display of grief in front of the prince. Neither should the prince be allowed to suffer, nor should he be allowed to see anyone suffering. Prince Siddhartha was quite happy in his palace of illusions, far away from the rest of the suffering world. His life was a bed of roses. To maintain this good life, King Shuddhodana married Siddhartha to a beautiful princess Yashodhara. Yashodhara and Prince Siddhartha got along like a house on fire. Everything was going well. Then one day during a visit, Prince Siddhartha saw an old man, a sick man and a dead man, which had a tremendous impact on him. His charioteer explained to him, "This is the truth of life. What has come must go." All these sorrows began to overwhelm Siddhartha. Do all people grow old? Do all people get sick? Is there no way to avoid suffering? When Siddhartha was 29 years old, he and Princess Yashodhara had a son. Instead of being happy about the birth of his son, Siddhartha felt that now he was completely trapped in this worldly illusion. He even named his son Ratna Rahul. Rahul means shackle and ornament. King Shuddhodana saw Prince Siddhartha upset and immediately threw a big party to cheer him up. Various dancers and singers were performing, but Prince Siddhartha was not interested and fell asleep in the middle of the party. Suddenly, when the prince opened his eyes, what he saw was disgusting. Beautiful dancers lying on the ground, soaked in sweat, snoring. Siddhartha left like lightning and told his charioteer to prepare the horse. He had seen the bitter truth of the Palace of Illusions that night. He needed some agent solution to remove the suffering of the world, which he described as a burning house. Siddhartha left Yashodhara and Rahul sleeping and left them. He sat on the Buddha Kantaka and left Kapilavastu. Reaching the banks of the Annoma River, Buddha cut off his hair and returned his jewelry, clothes and jewelry to the charioteer and horse. Now he had become a monk from Prince. For 6 years, Buddha sought answers to his questions from many different gurus. He did many kinds of penance, remained hungry, spent the day on a grain of rice, and reached the verge of death.